Did you know that in just the past few decades, frog farming has grown tremendously, generating hundreds of millions of dollars in revenue each year for many Asian countries? From small little frogs that used to be familiar with rice fields, ponds, and their croaking during the rainy season, they have now stepped out of the wild to become one of the food sources raised on an industrial scale, numbering in the millions. What is fascinating is that frogs are no longer just a rustic dish in countryside meals. They are now prepared as high-end delicacies in major restaurants and even exported to many countries. Frog meat is rich in protein and low in fat. It is often compared to a type of white meat that can replace chicken and fish, bringing excellent nutritional value and health benefits. However, turning these lively, slippery frogs into delicious dishes on the dining table is not a simple task. Farmers have to start from selecting the right breeds, hatching tadpoles, and controlling the farming environment in the ponds. The ponds must be carefully designed to maintain just the right amount of water while also preventing diseases. When the frogs mature, every step from harvesting, initial processing, transporting, and finally food processing in modern factories requires great attention to detail and strict procedures. It is truly a meticulous journey that combines the traditional experience of farmers with advanced food processing technology. In this video, let us explore the entire process of raising and processing frogs, from tiny little tadpoles all the way to the mouth-watering dishes served in restaurants. I guarantee you will be surprised by what really happens behind every single plate of frog meat that we enjoy. In specialized frog farms, the beginning of the frog's life cycle is carried out in a scientific and carefully controlled way. Instead of relying entirely on nature, today people use artificial breeding methods to ensure both the quantity and the quality of young frogs. Healthy parent frogs with clear origins are carefully selected and raised on a special diet. When it comes time for reproduction, the female frog lays eggs in an environment designed to resemble natural conditions: clean water, a quiet setting, and stable temperature. The eggs are then carefully collected and placed into artificial hatching tanks. Inside these tanks, the water is maintained with a gentle flow, just enough to provide oxygen while preventing waste from building up around the eggs. Farmers must keep a close watch, because even a small change in water temperature or quality could ruin thousands of eggs. After a few days, tiny signs of life begin to stir. Tadpoles hatch and swim in the clear water. At this stage, they are extremely sensitive and require meticulous care. Their food mainly comes from protein-rich, easily digestible ingredients, such as mashed, boiled chicken eggs, fish meal, or algae powder. The meals are divided into small portions and fed several times a day, helping the tadpoles grow evenly and reducing competition. Throughout this process, the key factor is still the water environment. The water must be rich in oxygen, have a stable pH, and remain clean to prevent harmful bacteria. Farmers often install aeration systems or circulating filters to recreate conditions close to nature, allowing tadpoles to grow strong with fewer deformities. As time passes, the bodies of the tadpoles change day by day. They first grow hind legs, then front legs. The long tail gradually disappears, revealing the familiar shape of a young frog. This is a crucial transformation stage, from a creature that lives entirely in water to an amphibian that can adapt to both water and land. Once the tadpoles complete this metamorphosis, they are called juvenile frogs. At this point, farmers separate and select the healthy, evenly developed ones to transfer into new rearing tanks. These tanks are usually more spacious, with shallower water levels, floating materials, or small resting platforms, so the young frogs can both swim and easily move onto land. From this stage, they officially become the new generation of breeding frogs, the essential foundation for the entire commercial farming process later on. Each healthy breeding frog is not only the result of patience, but also proof of the combination between biological knowledge and modern farming techniques. After passing the tadpole stage and developing into young breeding frogs, they are transferred into commercial farming ponds. This stage is critical because from here, they begin their rapid growth to become a valuable source of nutritious food. The farming environment is usually designed in two main forms: cement ponds or earthen ponds. Cement ponds have the advantage of being easy to manage in terms of hygiene and are less affected by weather conditions. On the other hand, earthen ponds allow frogs to grow in an environment closer to nature while also saving on construction costs. In either case, the ponds are covered with netting to protect the frogs from natural predators such as birds, snakes, or large insects. Food plays the most important role in the farming process. Farmers often use protein-rich industrial pellets made specifically for frogs, combined with supplements like insects, earthworms, or small fish. This not only diversifies the nutrition sources, but also matches their natural hunting instincts. Frogs have the habit of eating live prey, so maintaining fixed feeding times, providing balanced portions, and distributing food properly help the entire population grow evenly while reducing competition and fighting. Within about 2 to 3 months, the frogs gradually reach their optimal growth rate. Each individual can weigh from 7 to 10 ounces, which is about 200 to 300 grams. At this point, their bodies are firm, their meat is sweet and nutritious, and they meet the market's demand for quality. However, this journey is not easy. Frogs are highly sensitive to their environment and are prone to diseases. Common illnesses such as abdominal bloating, red leg syndrome, or intestinal infections can spread rapidly if not controlled. That is why farmers must constantly monitor water quality, keep the ponds clean, replace water regularly, and apply proper disease prevention methods. Adding vitamins and minerals to the diet is also a way to strengthen the frogs' immune systems, helping them stay healthy with a high survival rate. Every day on the farm is a disciplined cycle of tasks: checking water levels, observing the frogs, adjusting feed portions, and cleaning the ponds. It is the farmer's patience and attention to detail that ensure each frog is well cared for and ready for the harvesting stage. When the frogs reach the standard weight of about 7 to 10 ounces each, which is 200 to 300 grams, the harvesting process officially begins. This stage is crucial because even the smallest mistake can directly affect the quality of the meat as well as its market value. Farmers usually use large nets to surround the pond. With firm yet gentle movements, the frogs are gradually gathered into a smaller area, then caught by hand or scooped up with specialized nets. Skill at this step helps minimize scratches or broken legs, because even a small injury can reduce the freshness of the meat. After being harvested, the frogs are placed into ventilated plastic crates. These crates are designed to allow air circulation, keeping the frogs alive and healthy during transportation. The number of frogs in each crate is balanced to avoid overcrowding, ensuring they remain active and do not suffocate. Tons of frogs are then quickly transported either to collection points or directly to processing factories. During transport, the trucks are always covered to protect against sun and rain, while keeping the temperature stable so that the frogs stay healthy until they arrive. At the collection site, another important step takes place: sorting. The frogs are separated by size and weight. Those meeting the commercial standard are moved to the processing line, while the smaller ones are either kept for further growth or sold at a lower price. This sorting process ensures uniform quality of the final product while maximizing economic value for both farmers and factories. The harvesting and collection stage is not just an intermediate step between the pond and the factory. It is also a vital link in preserving quality. Speed, gentleness, and a scientific approach in every single action are the keys that allow frogs from the farm to become clean, fresh ingredients, ready for modern processing. From the collection sites, the commercial frogs are transported directly to the processing factories. Here, every single step is carried out within a closed process, ensuring food safety and preserving the full nutritional value. As soon as they arrive, the crates of live frogs are moved through an automatic washing system. Strong streams of clean water are continuously sprayed to remove mud and dirt clinging to their skin. Although this is the very first step, it plays a crucial role because even the slightest amount of dirt left behind could compromise the entire process afterward. Next, the frogs are transferred to the preliminary processing area, where skilled workers take over. With fast and precise movements, they remove the heads, peel off the slippery skin, and clean out the internal organs. Every cut is accurate, maintaining both the speed of the production line and the integrity of the meat without bruising or damage. Behind this steady craftsmanship are years of experience and the strict standards of the food industry. Once the frog meat has been fully cleaned, it is passed through multiple washes with cold water. The low temperature helps firm up the flesh while slowing down bacterial activity. Beyond that, the factories apply advanced sterilization methods such as ultraviolet rays or ozone gas. These techniques eliminate most harmful microorganisms without altering the natural flavor of the meat. At this point, the frog meat is ready for different processing directions. Part of it is vacuum-packed fresh and kept chilled for direct consumption. Another portion goes into the quick freezing system, preserved at extremely low temperatures for long-term storage and export. In addition, frog meat can be turned into a variety of value-added products. Frog sausages, pre-made frog meatballs, or convenient hot pot packages ready for supermarkets. Before leaving the factory, every product must pass through strict quality checks. Technical teams regularly collect samples for microbiological testing, residual chemicals, and freshness levels. Automated monitoring systems are installed throughout the production line, from cold storage temperatures to conveyor speeds, to ensure that no errors occur. Thanks to the combination of human skill and advanced technology, frogs from the ponds are completely transformed into clean, safe, and convenient food products, ready to be served at the dining tables of millions of families. Frog meat has long been recognized by nutrition experts as a food rich in biological value. Its protein content is high, easy to digest and absorb, making it especially suitable for children, the elderly, and people who need to recover their health. At the same time, its fat content is much lower than that of pork or beef, making frog meat an ideal choice for anyone who wants to maintain a healthy diet. Beyond that, frog meat contains a variety of essential minerals. Potassium helps regulate blood pressure and supports cardiovascular function. Phosphorus contributes to the development of strong bones and teeth. Iron plays a role in the production of red blood cells, helping to prevent anemia. In addition, frog meat provides B vitamins, which are vital for nourishing the nervous system and supporting energy metabolism. Thanks to this rich nutritional profile, frog meat has become a culinary specialty in many countries. In France, frog legs are an iconic dish, often featured in high-end restaurants, carefully prepared with butter, garlic, and white wine. In China, frog meat is considered a nourishing ingredient, appearing in both traditional medicine and popular dishes, such as herbal frog stews or spicy Sichuan stir-fried frog. In Thailand, frogs are widely sold at night markets, usually marinated with spices and either deep-fried or grilled over charcoal, bringing out the unique flavors of street food. Meanwhile, in Indonesia and Cambodia, frogs are not only traditional dishes, but also an important source of income for locals, thanks to high demand both domestically and for export. In Brazil and some other South American countries, frog meat is prepared in a variety of local dishes, from soups and stews to flavorful grilled recipes. In Japan, frogs occasionally appear in unique dining experiences, served to adventurous customers seeking something new in their culinary culture. Every dish made from frog meat carries not only nutritional value, but also a reflection of global culinary diversity. From elegant dining tables in Europe to bustling night markets in Southeast Asia, from street food stalls to fine restaurants, frog meat has moved far beyond its image as a simple creature of ponds and rice fields to become a distinctive food source that is both nutritious and economically valuable. Industrial-scale frog farming in many countries around the world is anything but simple. The biggest challenge lies in disease control because frogs are extremely sensitive to changes in water quality. If the water source becomes polluted or the microbial balance is disrupted, an entire farm with tens of thousands of frogs could suffer devastating losses. In addition, the cost of maintaining water filtration systems, artificial ponds, and a steady supply of nutrient-rich food is also a heavy burden for many farmers. Even so, the outlook for frog farming is remarkably promising. Statistics show that global demand for frog consumption is rising sharply, especially in Asia, South America, and certain European countries. In France, Belgium, and the United States, frog meat is considered a high-end delicacy, often generating profits many times greater than what producers could earn in their domestic markets. Many farms in Thailand, Indonesia, Brazil, and China have already gone beyond meeting local demand to target large-scale exports. With globalization and shifting dietary habits, frogs are increasingly seen as a protein-rich, low-fat, and health-friendly food source. If disease control strategies are strengthened, biotechnology is applied in farming, and markets are expanded, frog farming will continue to develop as a fresh and highly promising agricultural sector for many countries around the world. Behind every dish made from frog meat lies a quiet yet incredibly meticulous journey. From breeding and caring to harvesting and processing, every step requires precision, care, and creativity. When you enjoy a steaming hot frog hot pot or a delicate dish made from this small creature, remember that it is not just food. It is the result of hard work, knowledge, and a belief in a sustainable future. As viewers follow this journey, they can truly feel the real value of modern agriculture, where people learn to transform what is ordinary around them into livelihood and opportunity. And if you are also nurturing the idea of building a better life right in your own hometown, frog farming could be a model worth exploring. After all, from small ponds and ordinary frogs can come a steady source of income and the promise of sustainable economic growth for the future. If you find this journey meaningful, do not forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Share this video with your friends to spread the story of effort, creativity, and the real value behind simple meals. And if you enjoy educational and explorative content like this, make sure to subscribe to our channel so we can continue this adventure together in many exciting journeys to come.